Hi guys, Movietistic here in my new location. As you saw from the Rise of the Guardians review, I did that review actually around after Thanksgiving. Apologize for the very, very late update. Since there aren't any movies coming out this month, except for the new G.I. Joe movie coming out next month, yay, finally an appropriate G.I. Joe movie that will show Cobra Commander how great of a character he is. In other words, take that, Stephen Summers. But we're not going to talk about that today. Instead, we're going to be doing a new segment on this show called Voice Actor Blog. Now, seeing how I'm feeling like I'm the only fan who actually pays attention to the voice actors as much as the show, I decided to inform you all about them. Now, you're wondering, well, we know who the voice actors are, but what importance do they make? Well, voice actors bring the characters to life. They're like the heart and soul of a character, depending on how good they are with experience. They're much more important than just people. Like, they bring those characters to life. And to be very honest, it was really, really, really hard on figuring out who to start with, and I thought, what better way to start off than the greatest of them all, Frank Welker. For those of you who surprisingly don't know who he is, Frank Welker is one of the greatest voice actors of our time. He's been in the industry for 40 years, since the 60s. That's a very long time. He's done many, many, many roles in movies, TV shows, games, basically all three of the media into one, basically. And one actor that he's most famous working for is Peter Cullen. He's worked with a lot of other famous actors over the years, but Peter Cullen is the number one people think of is because not only are they fellow voice actors, they're also best friends. Which I'll bring up an interesting subject, but I'll get to that later. Again, his works, oh man, he has done a lot of works, movies particularly. I mean, I've actually found out how many roles he done behind thevoiceactors.com. For those of you who don't know, behindthevoiceactors.com is a website where you can see the voice actors, voice compares. There's actually contests that are held on there, list of TV shows, movies. It's a really great website if you're curious on figuring out what voice actor is voiced in what show and whatnot, and you'd be surprised on how many shows and roles there have been. The link is in the description. Check out the website, it's great. But I'm getting off topic. Like I said, on behindthevoiceactors.com, he's held the record for the longest roles ever. 1,120 roles. Not kidding. Look it up on the website if you don't believe me. Many of the roles, for movies, for example, he's done a lot of Disney movies, some when I was little. Animal effects particularly. When I looked at the list doing this, I thought, oh my gosh. He's done the roles that he's in those movies, it's very subtle and you wouldn't guessed it. And, for the animals, you really think that they actually got the animals and did the effects with. It's that good. I mean, his range is just incredible. Many of which are examples are Abu and the Cave of Wonders from Aladdin, Cricky and Khan, which is Mulan's horse from Mulan, and he even did Flint from the Pocahontas movie, and he even did Aiden the Falcon from Quest for Camelot. Never would have suspected that ever. Okay, I saw his name in the credits, but I never thought that that was the same person. In TV, movies, he's done a lot of famous roles in TV, some of which are Fred Jones and Scooby-Doo, which he still does to this very day. He even did Scooby-Doo in the What's New Scooby-Doo's TV show. A great show when I watched when I was a kid. Really, really funny. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Along with Megatron from Transformers, he did Soundwave, Rumble, and a few other characters, but I can't name them right now. He also, for anyone who's seen Jackie Chan Adventures, another great show I watched when I was a kid, he did the voice of Dai Kui, the Earth Demon, and Zhang Chu, the Thunder Demon, who are basically Shenju's brothers. And the guy and his voice he did for Dai Kui, the Earth Demon, is actually very familiar to all you 80s fans, because he also did the voice of Dr. Claw. Another famous role, very, very menacing. Oh yeah, and also for the movies, he also did Stripe from the Gremlins movie. Another good movie. I wouldn't recommend it to kids like around 5 or 6, but another great movie. And also in games, he did the voice of Oswald the Rabbit in Epic Mickey. Frank Welker, the guy who did the voice of Megatron, does the voice for Oswald the Rabbit. I don't know why, but that always makes me laugh every time I think about it. Extra facts, like the nickname I give him, he's not a voice actor, he's a voice god. I mean, he is, like I said, he has range from like all different types of characters, even background characters. His range is amazing. Basically, it's what I call the chameleon effect, where you can basically change the range of your pitch, which is what you use for your character, into any range or length or like any way you want, and he does that perfectly. It's so effortless. Like, he makes it so easy. Current works is that he now does Megatron on Transformers Prime, hands down the best version of the character ever. Okay, I'm not a big Megatron fangirl, but hands down the best version of his character. He even does the voice of Garfield on the Garfield Show on Cartoon Network, which, again, is funny because the mood, like the voice he does, it is so laid back and carefree. Perfect voice for Garfield. You are awesome. And he's also in a lot of other works, which, like in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show, but I'm getting a little off topic. All I have to say is, Frank Welker, you are an amazing voice actor. Your work, even it's from Megatron from Transformers, to Garfield, to any other character you've done, as a big fan of yours, I say thank you. Thank you for all the memories that you've made for us 80s and 90s kids. I hope you do a much well job in the future, and whatever role you're in, you're going to do it perfectly. All I have to say is kudos to you. And yeah, I mean, what's more to say about him? I mean, he's one of the greatest. And as up until 2011, a few years, 2 years ago, he was one of the highest paying actors in Hollywood. That was until Samuel Jackson. What beat him? But hey, I love Jackson, so there's no dissing him. But whatever role Frank Welker's in, he's gonna nail it. And I have to say, as a fan, Frank Welker, I hope you do a great job in the future, and I'm looking forward to your future works. See you guys, this is Movietistic. Put comments on the bottom, subscribe to my channel. I have a Twitter page, which is Movietistic Girl. Look it up and comment on how you liked this. And till then, I'll find another voice actor and inform you on such news.